Talking this and that, but it's real fact. It's off the top, man. I'ma go hard, you already know. Check.
Yo, peace, blessings, love. This is D4G Podcast, Shamarko and Dez Show. I'm Shamarko.
I'm Dez.
And we back again, episode 2, man. Yo.
We here.
We back again with some good categories, man. Just stay tuned and let's get it. What we talking about first, man?
And look, we can go ahead and get these sports out the way, man. Them pesky Eagles. Pesky, man. They won't go home. Go back to Philly, losers. I mean, I'm happy. I wanted to see the 49ers win.
And the Super Bowl champions are
Go Bags!
Eagles. No, man.
It's gonna make me sick.
But they got it all though. Honestly, everybody's healthy, and they all hungry, and they all got one vision. It's to win Super Bowl. But don't sleep on Mahomes. Years ago, I don't think they got enough for them boys.
My Dallas pride won't let me.
Once again, I don't know how Dallas Cowboys get on the top of it. They're nowhere near. Like, nowhere near. What's the Super Bowl?
The fastest way, the Super Bowl was in San Francisco this year. You gotta, most flights connect in Dallas, so you gotta land there.
Oh, Lord.
Man, look, I'm riding with Mahomes, man. I can't see the Eagles.
Respect.
I'm going Mahomes, man.
But the Super Bowl champion,
Go back!
the Eagles, man.
What they be doing?
I respect the Chiefs, but
they're too beat up, man.
Jalen and that team, defense and offense and special teams, it's too dominant.
They're making it look easy.
Because it is. No, man, but shout out to both of them guys for making that far. It's hard, and it's a definite accomplishment to get past that piece, that AFC championship, all that type of stuff to get to that Super Bowl, man.
Yeah.
So it's different blessings. Kudos to both of them. But like I said, the Super Bowl champions are going to be the Eagles, man.
Yeah, they could be live on Broad Street, man.
Oh, yeah.
They could be live on Broad Street.
But let's jump to the next topic. I already don't know nothing about it, but ain't it your alma mater?
Yeah.
Church, man? Like, what are you talking about? Portsmouth was the what?
The capital of the 7-5.
Where's church on that?
It's impossible.
Don't make no sense.
Well, we're actually on TMZ right now. That ain't too, yeah.
That's what we want to rep in the 7-5.
No, so look, I'm gonna hit the topic serious at first, right? I'll go ahead and introduce that. What happened? One of the assistant coaches, man. I don't know what led her to the decision, or let the coaching staff or her think that it was a good idea, but she joined one of the games and she actually dressed out and played.
What is your record?
I don't know. I'm trying to be serious. But I don't know, and I don't think she dropped 30.
Oh, man. I asked her, what is your record? Because for a coach to even think about playing, first of all, in a JV game, not no varsity where she blended in, but a JV game, like, what is your record?
And one of the sadder parts about it, again, like back touching on it seriously, the team only had 6 players. I believe one of the players went out of town, so they only had 5 people. I don't know if they thought it was a good idea for her to dress out so that the team didn't forfeit, so that they could play. I don't know. Either way, the decision was made.
And the girl go out of town?
I don't know. That was more inside information, not anything that I'm privy to. But from what I do know is that the team it's a real small team. They only have 6 players. I believe that thought process might have played into the girl thinking that it might be a good idea to dress out, or the coach thinking that it's a good idea to dress out. I don't think that should ever have happened.
He's trying to hide the record, guys.
Yeah, I don't know what the record is. But like the sad part about it is that man, like one person's quick decision or whatever is blowing back onto people that had nothing to do with it. So now you have, like Churchland was rebranded over the last, 4 or 5 years. They've changed.
What you say?
No, I said they changed the logo. Like we have the shield, the truckers. Like it means something now. And like all of our programs are productive. Like the community services there. That AD really took his time in rebuilding Churchland the right way. And now all of it's blowing back on him. Granted, from what people are saying, he wasn't out the game. He was actually out sick. and I think people took advantage of him not being there. And now it's this big issue. Now they've canceled the rest of the girls' season. There's so many people losing for just really two persons' bad decision. Because I believe that assistant coach made that decision, and then whoever was head coach in that game has to be complicit. You know, they have to know those two made that decision. They said it was a dare, but I'm not putting the onus on JV kids. 12, 13, 14-year-olds. Someone still has to be the adult in that situation to know that that's wrong.
They did have an adult. She was just on the coat.
And she did not go for 30, dog. She did not go for 30. I mean, it's wrong. But if you're going to waste your time and get fired and do all that other stuff.
Are they fired?
Yeah, she fired. You might as well drop 30.
Drop 50.
Right.
I'm going to get fired. I'm dropping 50.
Right, now you're on TMZ. Now you're viral for all the wrong reasons. And you didn't drop 30.
They on TMZ?
TMZ, Wavy TV, 10, CBS, you name a news station, it's there.
And what you said about Portsmouth?
The capital.
Ain't no way.
Hey, you know all the stuff that happened in D.C.? We fit right in.
You said D.C. You ain't say BB, Chesapeake, Norfolk.
Man, because those are just like Portsmouth Junior. They all just feed into Portsmouth.
No.
No, they do for real.
Not quite. Not quite.
I wouldn't lie. I'm a truth teller.
Y'all got a whole coach on the court. See, Virginia Beach and Chesapeake, I love Norfolk, but I ain't gonna put you in this category. See, we gonna think before we do. You know what I'm saying? We gonna think. And with all due respect to church, ain't no way my school is gonna have a coach playing JV ball. First of all, we got too much talent. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna have no. You only got to start at 5 in the sub.
We're gonna save that argument for varsity sports. Because all the talent's in Portsmouth. We all know that. We all know that, man.
And the next subject. Ain't no way. You gotta name me some people.
See? Pick the sport. What sport you want me to name people in? See, I could go two ways about it, right? As far as the talent that made it, you might have me there. Unfortunately, Portsmouth had to do a lot of healing.
I don't want to get that sad story. A lot of my talents in the hood. I gotta put the violin up. For real. Hey, why do everybody go to that? Why do everybody in the hood, they locked up, they got the talent. Respect, there's some dudes that got talent in the street. But that's not our fault, bro.
It's not. I mean, I don't know that up, man. I got names I can name. But, you know what I'm saying? If we're going to talk pro for pro, I don't know, maybe
It ain't about pro, we talking about pure talent.
Oh, pure talent, man? What? I'm sitting right here. I'm going.
I ain't say I had talent. We talking about comparing them.
No, in comparison, man, in comparison for saying how
You don't
small.
want to give it to us.
No, I don't. I'm a tap dance. I got them shoes on. But no, like in comparison, just the 7-5 as a whole, like it's truthfully.
He still don't want to give it to us.
I don't.
7-5 as a whole.
But y'all only play Virginia Beach schools. Like y'all don't even play no other schools.
Because y'all only gonna have 6 players out there playing.
7 if you count the coach, bro.
We did basketball against y'all. I won a game that game.
Oh man, I can't talk about basketball.
Football, y'all didn't want to play something.
But man, hey, look, we ain't gonna start that competition. I just know.
What was your record?
Hey, we were 7-3.
And you just gonna be who?
I just know.
Undefeated?
Yeah. Hey, look.
Who y'all played?
Eastern District ball. But look.
Who we had this year?
You had the Lake Taylors, the Morris, you had us, you had the Norcos.
And we all finished that with them.
Huh?
Those was y'all 3.
No, we was playing. We was a playoff team.
I'm saying those your 3 L's. The teacher's name.
No, we lost the Morris, we lost the Lake Taylor, we lost the Western Branch.
Yeah, more Lake Taylor, you just said.
Yeah. But you know.
And we'll beat them. I don't know this year. I love my Ocean. But last game I went to,
Last Churchill game I went to, I don't know, man. We don't boys, that shield is different, man. Respect the land.
Lord.
Respect the land.
How many championships you got?
Okay. I mean, we won like 50. Like, I think it was like 1950, 58, something. The 1900th century.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, man. So we gonna tap back into suffering turn to lessons, lessons turn to blessings.
Motto.
You already know. Say it. Drop it down.
What? Suffering turns to lessons.
Lessons turn to blessings.
And we here now.
Yeah, we here.
So a little quick story time, man. One of the lessons from my dad, right? My daddy, that's my hero. My dad.
Shout out to all the fathers out there.
Father gang. So, man, when I was young, my dad used to always get on me and he used to talk about wolf tickets, right? Now I used to always hate that.
Tickets,
like, you always selling wolf tickets, you know, you always, you know, you want to talk about it. You want to say, you know, and I used to always have the story, I have the idea, telling him, man, Daddy, like, you know, I want this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this and that. And my dad finally got sick of it one day. He was like, man, DJ, you just keep selling wolf tickets, man. He said, it ain't that you can't do everything that you're thinking about. He said, but all you're doing is thinking, and all you're doing is talking about it. He said, everybody wants it. He said, but I want you to be one of the people that want it bad enough that you're going to do something about it. Yeah. And not just sit back there and talk about it, because everyone want to talk about how bad they want it. And I feel like that lesson has followed me through life in both good and bad ways. Bad ways have been like, you know, the overthinking, the overplanning, trying to make sure that this idea is perfect. And I'm planning so much that I stop moving. And before you know it, you look up and you're like, oh dang, like time ain't on my side, time done went by, like I'm bad out here. The good side of that, and I'm, man, give the podcast back the flowers, we here now. Ain't no more talking, ain't no more planning, like, man, we standing in our faith, we standing in our calling, and we here. We doing it. So, you know, that's one of my lessons, man. That would be the lesson. One of the many lessons. Y'all gonna hear a lot of lessons from my daddy. Y'all gonna get to know my papa too. Oh, yeah. Those two guys, man, they taught me so much. And that was one of the biggest lessons that my daddy gave me. Is like, man, you can't talk about it. Everybody wants it until it's time to do what you gotta do to get it. Stop selling wolf tickets, go get it done.
No procrastination. I know we all got it, you know. We all got our habits, because we human and we imperfect. But man, build yourself a routine, you know? If you veer off a little bit, just jump back on. Like, the biggest key I learned in the process of taking action is just do it. Say fuck it and just do it. Excuse my language. But it's real, you know? We all go through our own journey and have our own story. But it's a moment in everybody's life when they gotta say, F it, you know? But once you say F it, you realize you could do that the whole time. You know, yeah, it's fear, yeah, a challenge or a task at hand brings anxiety, you know, it stresses you out, it makes you overthink, but that is what you want, because you know it's necessary to get to the other side, you know. If it's an easy road, man, I promise you're in a beautiful sight over there. What they say, all grass ain't green on the other side, and that's in life. You know, if it's too easy, ain't no way.
It ain't even satisfying.
Ain't no way, it don't feel good. It feel good to some people, much respect,
Yeah.
But I always, when my back was against the wall and I went through a trial or the biggest challenge of my life where I had to step into my fears, that was in a bit of a blessing. So that's a lesson too, man. And your story, that's what I got from it. You gotta have more faith than fear.
Yeah. I like
the big thing. You gotta have more faith than fear.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you have more faith than fear, you understand, man, like God has got you. He's protecting you, you know, and He's guiding you down His path, so why not go? He's not gonna steer you in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
So faith over fear.
I like
faith over fear. And that's come to one of my stories. I tell you like this. Faith over fear, I keep that with me my whole life. Because without faith, I would never persevere through none of the trials I've been through. You know, it's a general story, it's a broad story where I see my mom tackle so many fears with faith, challenges she ain't going to go through. And to see her do that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she ain't fight, scratch, crawl, cry, wonderful, but that showed me what it took to be able to even get close to a glimpse of success. You know, everybody's successful in their own way. That's all I want to say. It don't matter if you a doctor, a janitor, whatever. You know, my mom always taught me treat every person the same. Treat them with kindness, treat them with love and respect. you don't know where God is trying to touch you at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, truly. You know, like I spoke to homeless people and they give me better wisdom than some people I met in the professional realm. No disrespect to the professional realm. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you gotta sit down there with people who look at life in a different point of view. And that's what brought me to a lot of faithful fear. You know, think about a homeless person, you know, sleeping outside. Look at this weather outside today.
Yeah, nasty.
They gotta face that. We're in the comfort of a crib, roof over our head, you know what I'm saying? How much faith do they got over their fears?
Yeah.
But in reality, once you realize, this is what helped me out in my faithful fear. Losing control and surrendering. Because you never had control.
No.
You know, and what you said, personally him, you know, my brother, he had to think, you know what I'm saying, put everything together, and that's good. You know what I'm saying, you gotta have the balance on both sides. But I always tell myself, ain't nothing over God. Not how smart we are, not how much, nothing, talent we got, nothing. He's gonna take you to the destiny he wants you to go to, or you're gonna go through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna make you figure it out, and that's what made me really dig deep over faithful fear. You know, it's not in the book sometimes, Shamarko. It's not in you lifting your weights or grinding real hard, man. It's sometimes just sitting there and trusting that God has a greater plan, man, because that's going to give you the gratitude. It's going to have the positive attitude instead of the negative attitude. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're in your fears, you're thinking what? All negative.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Think of how much fear brings you. Anxiety, stress, depression, all the things that we fail with. This world society, we fail with that, man. Like, it's hard right now for us. Cause think about COVID. What did that do for us?
So, man, COVID did so much. I think COVID actually helped us because COVID, in a way, and when I say it helped us, of course, I know COVID's a real thing. So many people lost their lives, so I do not want to come off insensitive to that because COVID is very much so a real deal. But when I say that I think COVID helped us, COVID made us stop. COVID, like we have so many things to hide from, or we're staying so busy, we're living so fast. You know, I mean, we both talk about how introverted we are, but we just cool. Like, I need only limited interaction. When COVID came and it made everything stop, and any of your normal fears or normal thoughts and all that stuff went away because there was this massive fear. But you still had to wake up every day. You still had to go to work. You still had to find a way to figure it out. But there was a massive fear of like, man, if I go to the grocery store, like I might be good. Like I was good when I left, but if the person next to me coughed, like I don't know. Or what if I touched the thing that someone touched that was sick, and I get it that way. COVID, but like I said, if I look at some of the beauty that come from it, COVID made you learn who you are. While COVID was very traumatic, think about how many people came out of COVID entrepreneurs. How many people came out of COVID with not just a business venture, but maybe a podcast. Maybe they left the job they wanted, they jumped into the stock market, they figured things out. So, but COVID, tying back into your point again, this is what I took away from your point. You had to put your faith over fear, because you couldn't just, we're the men of our household. We couldn't say that we're not going to the grocery store because COVID out there. Someone got to go get the food. We can't say that we're not going to go to work because, someone still got to take care of this stuff. And, I don't have a problem admitting, it was scary. And I was working at the port, so we had containers coming from all over the world and all that kind of stuff. It was scary at work. You have your mask on, not knowing, having the thought of dang, I don't want to come home sick and this and that. But you got to put that faith over fear. I got a family to feed. Like you said, God wouldn't bring us to any of this if He didn't have a plan to get us all through. Mm-hmm. So that's what I feel like COVID. Not only did it teach us, but that's what COVID brought us. And that's how your point even tie into that.
Oh yeah, man. COVID, like you said, all respect to anybody who lost somebody in COVID, but how I put it also put everybody's back against the wall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As you said. And made them tap into who they truly are. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, a lot of people came out being entrepreneurs and stuff in this. And that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? But it was a lesson in that, man. You had to figure it out. But what it also did was mess with a lot of people's mental.
Yeah.
It's when you look at it, as I look at it, in my opinion, it was solitary confinement. You know what I'm saying? And that's why so much things is going on right now. Mental health is a big thing. Like, honestly, bro, you know how much money counselors and stuff probably make it right now?
Yeah.
shout out to the counselors, bro. And not to laugh at that, man, for our kings and queens, man, if you need help, man, it ain't weird. You ain't crazy, you know. You might realize a lot of people going through the same things you're going through, man. So ask for that help, man. Reality, ask for that help, because we all need it. I need it. I don't want to say anybody else need it. You know what I'm saying?
I need it too, but we help each other. What you talking about?
For real, you know, that's why we go through things, man. And counselors, man, shout out to y'all. Shout out for y'all to get the education now. You know what I'm saying? Because personally, me, I didn't think, you know, we all got that pride anywhere. We're like, no, man, I ain't crazy. You ain't gotta go to counseling. Y'all trying to make me feel like a crazy person.
Yeah.
But reality, man, for me personally, it brought me strength. You know what I'm saying? So coping, how I'm trying to put it in this is like, man, this was the crazy outcome of COVID, mental health, because everybody's in solitary, bro. Think about it. You're in, literally, I don't want to say jail, I don't want to get petty. I'm just saying solitary confinement in instance as who was locked up in the house.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You can't do the regular things, you know, go to the store, do all these things. So what it was doing? Playing with your mind. You gotta be in your thoughts all the time. You gotta see this person every second of the day. You know what I'm saying? That tested relationships, that tested everything. Because now you get to see that true person who they are.
Yeah.
For 24 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And nobody in this world ever looked at life is like that. You know what I'm saying? And the biggest thing, what you said earlier, I'm an introvert, so it was comfortable for me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta be around nobody. Shoot, I don't like to be around nobody. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? But it did mess with my mental health too, because the normal things I couldn't do no more. You know what I'm saying? Even taking your kids to the park. You know what I'm saying? Because when I get COVID, people dying, family members dying. It brought so much trauma.
Yeah.
And that's when you seek that help, you know, and you go seek that faith, because you got to take that leap of faith to get help, man. It takes a lot. It takes a lot for kings. I want to talk about the kings. You know what I'm saying? Because the kings, we prideful. You know, women are queens. They mature faster than us, and they deal with their emotions faster than us. So I feel like we process it, and like we was taught, men don't cry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know how much trauma it is. And so think about COVID. How many people? Because we think that as, you know, we couldn't go out here outside. People, family members is really dying back to back to back, you know what I'm saying? And then you locked up in the house, can't even deal with this, you know what I'm saying? Really, you know what I'm saying? You spread it, show your emotions. Because think about it, you ain't comfortable, and this is sad sometimes, because I say it for kings. Where the kings spend most of this time like, when you get off work or anywhere?
Solitude. I mean, you
in
come
his car.
Yeah.
You gonna bring that car, the bathroom, anywhere. You know what I mean? Because he can't find peace. When you gonna find peace in COVID when everybody in the house 24/7?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a test of everything. So you had to have that. You had to have that faith over your fears, man. Like step out on what you love, like you said, entrepreneur, and stepping on life. Because and ask for that help when you need it, or drop that ego and pride and try to be the best version of you to help your family. I feel like COVID tested everything.
Yeah. Man, COVID. Like you said, like man, everything you thought you knew about yourself, everything you thought you knew about your partner, everything got put to the test. Like it was crazy. Like you know, like you said, introvert. I'm a small circle guy. I rock with the same people, and we do the same things, and I'm okay with that. And when you really have to start like being by yourself, you notice like, dang, like I know I said I'm introverted. Why wouldn't I? I mean, I don't want to go to the club, but why wouldn't I just walk in there to pick up some wings and seeing people interact? like I don't want the interaction, but dang, I want to see it at least.
I like the way you say interact, because I feel like that's what's messing us too. People don't know how to interact no more. Why? Because we got our phones, we got iPads, we got all this stuff, electronics. That's why so much mental health going on, so many fights, so much war and all this, because people really don't know how to communicate. But not knowing we're doing that to ourselves every day, you know what I'm saying? So I like the way you was talking about interaction.
Yeah, a bit better, more self-aware, more open to getting help. Definitely, like you say, as kings, we came out there and we really realized like, hey, like we didn't know how much we were carrying until we were forced to carry even more. And but you know, we're gonna go ahead and wrap on that one. I think we covered that. So we're gonna actually, man, So yeah, man, I was like scrolling on Facebook and I saw this topic. Interested to hear your opinion on it. I'm gonna share mine as well. But it was, the whole gender wars, and it said no man is properly loved by a woman unless he has the ability to provide.
Relationship problems.
But no, I don't know if I subscribe to that thinking, man. Like, I feel like if that was the case, then the men with the most money would be the happiest, and they're all screaming down from quote unquote the mountaintop, letting you know that this money ain't making me no happier, this ability to provide ain't making me any happier. And then I think the majority of the world, like, we're all like middle class and we just need each other. Like, we don't make enough to be out here saying who's supposed to do what and who should be doing this, who should I have to provide all. Like, in the grand scheme of things, we need each other way too much to let that be the divisive force. And I just don't think that is a healthy way of thinking. I'm interested to see what you got to say on that, man.
So what's the question?
What's your opinion on that? Or what do you think when you hear, or what, yeah, I like that better. How does that make you, what comes to your mind when you hear someone say a man's not loved properly unless he can provide?
You get to go both ways, that's probably what a man probably feels like. If he can't provide, he feels like he go home and he ain't loved properly, he's probably getting shamed or feeling weak as a man. And it's vice versa, you know what I'm saying? A woman wants a man to provide and maybe she'll please him more. But I really don't think it should be like that. I think people should love each other themselves first. Because if you go in a relationship just looking for somebody to provide for you, that's not real love, and that's reality, that's intentions. That's intentions, man. And if you coming in with them type of intentions, I wouldn't even want that person around, because it would never be no peace in the home. I feel like real love is seeing a person when they're up and down, being there, loving and caring for them, and a man or woman come home and finding peace and balance, communication. So reality, that's what everybody says. It's no right or wrong answer to this reality, but you can see both sides where a man would definitely feel like, you know what I'm saying, if he can provide, because that's the truth, you know what I'm saying? We all can say, if you couldn't provide, we know how a woman would treat you. We say it in every way. You say it in music, you say it in conversation with your dog. Like, if I had this moment, she wouldn't be talking to me like this. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that don't make a man happy, because he could make all the money in the world and she should still be talking to him like that.
Yeah.
Man. It's that true love. We're in here with no expectations. We learning and growing with each other, trying to find balance, Communication is key, you know what I'm saying? So, me personally, there's no right or wrong in that. Everybody has their right to their opinion, but truly, if you're going in there with the intent of a man or a woman taking care of you, man, ain't gonna never be no peace or balance in the house.
Facts. I like how you even close that up. That's spot on. I mean, that's a weak foundation. Anything built on a weak foundation will crumble.
Can't build a solid foundation with sand.
Yeah. So, man, I'm trying to introduce a couple of things that we can do, right? Because I know neither one of us know, ain't no gambling man. Right?
Oh Lord,
I don't gamble, right? I ain't betting no money. Oh, that's enough. I can say that about Portsmouth. We got a casino. Yeah, you ain't got no casino in Virginia.
Nobody goes to.
Everybody in the casino. Everybody in the
That's from Portsmouth.
That's Ray. What is that? That's Ray's Boom Boom Room.
Yeah. Portsmouth area only.
But no, look, man. I think definitely, since we're doing these little sports takes and all that stuff, like I said, we ain't no gambling, man. I ain't betting none of that.
I ain't no gambling, man.
But you work out. I think you're in good shape. I do a little something. I work out. I'm in good shape. I think we should spice up the Super Bowl prediction, because I'm riding with Mahomes.
Yeah, you're going to be buffing today.
I'm going to be buffing. So look,
going.
I'll bet you 100 push-ups.
Bet. We ain't got to talk about it no more. It's over.
It's a bet.
It's over. Eat.
My homeboy, 100 push-ups.
You going to be mad at your homeboy. You going to be back in your home.
Look,
Man.
if we're going to make it happen, We gonna make
Oh,
that
we
happen.
definitely gonna make it happen. We're gonna record it, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna add a little spice onto it. You ain't gotta do 100 straight. You gotta do 100. When I want you to drive
Ooh, anytime push-ups?
anytime push up.
Oh, man.
We might be doing it. It might be outside. It might be shoot while you in the bathroom. Hey, homie.
Hey.
Drop, give me 10.
I like that.
No, man, but it's bring some spice to it, man. At the grocery store, hey, drop, give me 10.
Yeah. Oh, man. And I got you, man, in my
Look,
word.
see you sweating.
Hey.
Go Eagles. Go Eagles.
Man, all right, man. Pat, man, the GOAT.
He the GOAT. The GOAT get beat too.
Not that GOAT. That ain't the Billy GOAT. That's the GOAT.
Then why he don't got 2 rings?
He about to get the second.
Not this year.
And look, 100 anytime push-ups. You know what I'm saying? I want them. I'm coming to collect.
Tune in. It's gonna be fun.
And I'm petty. I'm gonna get mine by 2. So I was like, give me 2 right. Give me 2 right.
Anytime he's in this when he know they gonna lose. No, man. And yeah, that's the end of the second episode. Man, it's official. And this is DIVG LLC podcast, Shamarko and Dead Show, man. We out. Peace, love.
You gotta hold